Fremantle's stopping ability is unquestioned, but its attack, which has been diminished by injury, has lacked punch in 2014. The Dockers will need to increase their potency at the other end of the ground if they're to deliver Port a first home loss this year. The Dockers lost two key backmen in Luke McFarlane and Zach Dawson for the trip east. Replacing them were Alex Silvani and Stephen Hill. Port Adelaide has continued to impress this season, and another win at home would see it better placed after 8 rounds than ever before, surpassing its starts to 2002, 3 and 4, when it claimed consecutive minor premierships before winning its only flag. The Power made 4 changes, with Carlisle, Hartlett, Renouf and Mitchell coming into the lineup.
Hartlett, he's the man. Now we know he's got a big kick, yeah, and he's in his prime. His Pompey could just about land this. I think he's going to centre it. He sort of landed it. Well, it's in game 150. He knows what to do. Puts it through for the first of the day. Lachie Neale, fresh from his career best performance, 32 disposals, won the Ross Glendenning medal last week in the Derby. Crozier, now Subin on the wrong side. Just jammed it in for Pavlich. He's restricted straight away. Cassisio gave it straight up to Dubois, fairly elementary. There's one back and handed on a platter. There's an opening for both, which he takes. Duffy, well done, disposal. Opened it up for Mitchell. So Kane Mitchell into the team for his first game of the year, been in really good form in the SANFL. 31 disposals last week, right?
Yeah, he has. He's been in great form. Really knocked the door down, and there's only Jonas out of this side and Lobie. Other than that, they're absolute full strength, so it's very hard to get a game this year.
Made an impact last year in 13 games, often as the super sub. Starts today and shows what sort of stellar form he's in. What a goal! Renouf, if you've just joined us, a late inclusion for Lobie. So Renouf playing his first game of the year in the ruck. Thumped forward by Crowley. So Freo going first into the forward half of the ground.
Bit slick.
Yeah, mate, and Ballantyne wasn't quite ready for it. Pavlich, didn't see a lot of it in the opening terms. Subin is recovered, that's good news.
Yeah.
Not a bad effort too on the kick. What about that? Trengove, what are you pointing at there, Tim?
Oh, just the Port Adelaide forward line. Most of them are on the other side of the ground, in a pocket.
That is a critical turnover.
Polly!
Pavlich feeding it back. Ballantyne up and bubbling. He's got it back to big Polly Sandilands. He's taken the mark. Another handball over to Pav. Have to trust the left foot.
Oh,
and
well.
why wouldn't you?
Well done.
This
Again, this frontal pressure really playing with the minds of Port, I reckon, a little bit. Hartlett.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's trying not to panic, but in the end, it just opened up for Hill. They're all over them at the moment, Fremantle. Sets it up. The Pav's there. Oh, he took a big leap at it.
Subin.
Oh, Roo, you're a star. Subin's on fire. He's kicked 2 in the quarter. Bouncing. He's got a man way out on the other side, so he was trying to get close as he could to Broadbent. In the end, White was clever. Really good. Opened it up for Broadbent. Charging they are, Port. You can hear the crowd start to lift. Boak, as they swing into action. Fremantle have got good resources backed up. Won't be easy here. Monfries through to Hartlett. Still instinctive footy. Boak got around a couple. Back to Hartlett. Bit of a standoff. Left foot kick. Polak, it's your number. You got to go. He knew. He flew hard. Wingard squeezed that kick out. Well, how they got that goal? Just sheer force of will from Port Adelaide. Ball thrown back into play. Renouf gets it down. Fife hurries it onto the boot. There's a good contest. He's finding some form at the moment, Maine.
Yep.
Back into the middle to Crowley. Charging forward.
Watch Clark, boys.
Cupboard's bare inside 50. He has to shape the kick. And there is that Clark. And he's got it.
What a great kick. Well.
Gee, this will take the lead out to 11 in a really tight contest. Could be a telling lead. He's put it through.
Yep.
Carlisle galloping and getting nervous. So was Durham. As he came across, he did well in the end. And off that left boot, Holmes aims it up into the middle. Gray just had it a split second to decide whether to give. He did in the end. Now he'd be bounding through centre half forward. Does he go for broke? He kicks it high. Tough one to judge. And Wingard did it magnificently.
He should kick it
centimetre
anyway.
or two.
No problem.
He does. Great start for Port in this third term. Again, some concerns on the kick in. So it won't be paid to Fife. He doesn't. No one knows it. No one knows it. So Fife was allowed the luxury of a lot more time than he could have had. Good work from De Boer. Oh, and a big, big opening there. And Main happy to run into the slot and put it through. Comes to Mundy, give to Ballantyne a fumble. Pearce and Pearce.
Oh, that was
to the
a
wing.
kick.
It's a wobbler. Duffield. Pearce gets a second opportunity. For Neil. Cassisi did well. Took him out without giving away the free.
That's a great tap kick.
Now, can he just hustle it on a little bit? Got help from Pollack. It was clean. Westhoff, Wingard, this young man with a goal sense like almost no other. Porter coming now. They've taken a while, but they're winding up. Hard lead from Clark. It's a good lead. Fife just about there for it as well. Corn scrambling in, laying tackles. Oh, Fife got some high contact. Play on the call. Well done, Cassisi. He saw Ebert. Now Sandlands is over it. Is he doing enough, Sandlands? Almost could have been holding the ball, not quite. Corns, Gray, knew what to do. Westhoff, paddled it on. Another fumble.
Pinball.
It was, but here's Lockie Neal with some clean footy. And what a target.
Now
Fife takes the mark. You'll know it right now. He's directly in front. We all remember the grand final, but he was able to stare it down and put it through. Not 15, the call. Duffield out on the full.
Third kicking error by him today. And as we've seen, all these shots have gone from our right to left across the face.
So he starts it further right. He's given it every chance. Oh, what a kick from Kane Mitchell.
It's just 3.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. You just see a little bit of fatigue creeping in, and they're starting to get some gaps. There's going to be a goal or two kicked here.
Pearce goes back. It's a big kick to the square, and Clark marks on the line. Clark puts it through. Made it hard. No free kick. Boak, the captain, adjusted the kick into the pocket, hoping for Wingard. Still might come his way. He wants his fourth. He'll get it. It's still rocking here at the Adelaide Oval. Out wide, Crowley. Young.
Come back to the centre.
Yeah, well done. He found him.
On the outside.
We've got plenty there. Mundy. It's going to be a tough kick. Well done from Trengo, although his handball is interesting. Gets it to
Doesn't
White.
matter. That's the ruckman giving you what Sandilands can't in following it around the field.
Gray. He did have a man more direct to go.
Well done, Buck.
Done well to break even.
Smart.
And now Young. Oh, he almost threw it too. White can use his natural attributes, which is to run and gun. And he is a gun at the moment, Matty White. And they're in front.
Hey, Moons, we saw it during the third quarter. Rossline came down, and he's not against giving his players a spray, but he stayed with Spur against Wingard, and he's had 4 kicked on him.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't he? Got that matchup, as well as the Corns and Fife matchup. I still can't get over that. Corns really...
What a talent! What a man! What a winner! Or else a trip. Oh, that's an ordinary kick, but it's going to be very fortuitous. And Port can team together. This will be a big team lifter too. They share it around. The responsibility with White. He spots Wingard, but he likes the goals. He loves the goals. And the raptures of the crowd at the Adelaide Oval.
Give it off.
He spotted Corns, the left-footed Pittard. He put the tee in the ground. He leaned back. He teed off and put it through.
After trailing by 5 points at three-quarter time, the Power produced a customary fast finish to floor the Dockers and record its best-ever start to a season. Chad Wingard was the game-breaker for the Victors, while midfielders Ollie Wines, Robbie Gray, Travis Boak and backman Jasper Pittard were also prominent.
Played good footy, there's no doubt. We've played strong footy right through, and right through from the start of the pre-season to now. We've been able to play strong. We haven't played perfect footy, there's no doubt about that. No coach would sit here and tell you we've played perfect footy. We've played enough solid football that we are where we are, and we deserve that right now.
So, yeah, we've got some challenges, but we need to improve our football. The players and myself aren't thrilled. Yeah, we're a mediocre team at the minute.